record. I was sending the recordings yesterday also, and none of you guys are asking for the recording asset. So I think everyone are able to understand everything. That's where you do not have any doubts. But I think couple of them are asking also. But I will send that today, okay, without any fail. And so let's start actually. So we will look for a few more DAX examples and few of the visuals that we haven't completed as such. And any doubts till yesterday defining the parameter or utilizing the parameter in our calculation? Any doubts? Okay, so let's move further then. We have certain visuals that are related to the map as well. So we have the data related to the location as well in our data. So this map visual is also very important because there may be situations where you have to show the data in terms of the visual that is related to maps. Okay, and you can even plot different data types. Okay, but whenever you are trying to use any map related things, if you see a globe just beside this the city and the country column that is it showing in here. Okay, basically these have been defined as a geographical role. Okay, there may be situations where you will not be having this globe just beside the column that are related to the city, country, state, and all. In that case, what you will do, you will select this. So we can see one such example in here, just beside state. Okay, if we go on top, we have something called data categorization. So here we can select state or province in here. And you can observe in here, once I select the state and province, you are getting a globe in here. Okay, this is very important. uh, Only then you will be able to plot the state values. Okay, see, the state values are coming up. Sometimes if this is not assigned as a state value, okay, probably the plotting may not be shown properly based on the values that we are using. It may be any column, it may be city column, country column, and all. Okay, so make sure that you're assigning that geographical role. So for city, we can assign city, country, sorry, county is some nothing but there are certain counties that are referred as the locations in US. So you for that you will use county. We have country, postal code, and what are these latitude and longitude? These are nothing but the coordinates where based on the area, we will get both latitude and longitude numbers. Based on that also, you can plot in this map visual where you can see the latitude and longitude, the numbers, and you can just get the location name also. That's how these again the map visuals where they would use the Google Maps as such in order to get the locations mentioned actually. And that is I'm just telling you because it will be just for your understanding as such. Okay, but the map visual will come up automatically whenever we are using these coordinates as such. I mean to say whether it is state that we are putting in the location thing. Then under size, we can bring in the sales. Okay. And you can see bigger the size, bigger the more the sales, something like that. Okay. Or we can bring in the profit into the size, and region we can put in the legend. So based on the region, it has categorized the central region, east region, and the south region and the west region in here. Also, we can use this data point just to filter out the data. There are certain options in the format thing where bubble size you can increase. Okay. Let me make it smaller in size. Or map controls that we have like zoom out, zoom in options, zoom buttons will also be there, where if at all you want to see certain specific area where you are unable to see, you want to see that, you can just use the zoom buttons and you can just increase or decrease the size of the map as such. Okay, that is the other thing. Then we have certain borders as well that we can put in, okay, that are similar to other things. And in the map controls, we have just one more thing in or just the geocoding culture, whether it was automatic or you want to use certain geocoding. And there is one location also in Montana West, it says. Basically, the data point shows somewhere in Europe actually, but it should be one of the data point within the North America as well. That's where it was showing. So auto is something that is like omitting few of the locations based on that. And you can even change the data colors in here as such. Okay. So instead of this profit in here, okay, I can even use that from the measure also, like sales. What is it? Okay. And we can add another level of data as well. So under the state, I can put city. Okay. Now you are able to see at a state level, but you can go to the next level where that will show you the next level of data that includes the city as well, city data. So now you see there are many cities that where the data got overlapped as such. Okay. Then you can just increase the size of it like this. Now you can see certain data points that are showing based on the cities as well. So this is called drill up and drill down functionality. Okay. And why are we using this drill up and drill down? You are able to see both level of data, city and as well as the state. So we can say if someone asks what do you mean by drill up and drill down, you are seeing the data based on the hierarchical data by drilling up and down at a level of each category or subcategory, state or city, something like that. And this will be related to the data that we are using in here. Also, this is available to all the visuals where we are trying to look at the data that will be specific to the hierarchical data where we can drill up and drill down. Okay. So I would like to show you this drill up and drill down in a matrix visual as such, because we are talking about that topic as such. So there are two different table-like visuals. One is this matrix and one is directly called as table as such. Okay. Because I am discussing with the matrix table, I just want to show you the difference also. Okay. If we see the table, we have only one field where we can put the field values in here. Suppose I am using the category, I say, I have only one this field. So everything that I am putting in here, it will just add the columns as such. But when I'm using the matrix, you see I have three different fields where I can place in rows, where I can place in columns and in values as well. Okay. So here for look and feel, you might be looking at this as a something same actually. Okay. But there will be difference how we will be using this as such. Okay. See, when we are using the table visual, this one is the table, this one is the matrix. When we are using the table visual, it is just giving the one single field where we can put all our values as well in this under the values as such. Okay. But when we are using this matrix visual, this we can say an advancement of this table as such. Okay. Where we can use the category in the row field. Okay. Again, subcategory also we can put in. I want to drill down this. You can see under each category, what are the subcategories? It is showing automatically because these are like higher level category and lower level category. In terms of hierarchy, the category comes first, then the subcategory. Then we can put something on the columns also. You can see it will get split based on that. Then we will be able to use the measures also, like total sales, So if we see the look and feel, don't you think this is much better visual than this one? Okay. So the reason that is where we can differentiate this one. Again, this might be one of the interview questions. What is the difference between the table and a matrix? We can say table has only one field, whereas the matrix has three fields, including the rows, columns, and values as such. And we can utilize interchange this values from subcategory to category. Here I'll put the region in here, you see. That's how we can differentiate as such. And we can use in multiple ways in this matrix as such. And this table also, one more thing, table doesn't have this drill down drill through functionality. If we look at in the matrix, we have that functionality where we can drill up and drill down. Okay, I will move this category, subcategory in here and the region in here. Now you can see we are able to get the furniture, which is the category. Under the furniture, the subcategory, their sales individually, and even the totals, the row level totals and the column level totals. So few things we can do in here is, if at all we do not want to see the subtotals, we can just avoid those. Like here we have column row totals. We can remove that. You see, there are the total have been removed from this. If we do not want to see the column total, then we can remove this. Those things can be done in here. And few other things that we can do here is related to the conditional formatting also. Okay, where we can change the background color based on certain condition. Okay, the background color which I got in here, it is based on all the values it given the background color. Or we can even change the font color. You see, font color got changed. Or we can even add the data bars. So it's automatically creating these data bars based on the values that we are putting in. Okay, or we can even add the icons. These icons, we can, if we go to the advanced tab in here, we can change based on the rules and all. We will discuss this. Okay, and again, web URL, if you want to like add certain URLs into your visual, you can use this web URL, and automatically once we click on that image or whatever we are adding, that will take us to the website that we want to go to. For that, we are using this web URL as such. So this is very important in terms of the conditional formatting that we will be using in terms of the table or matrix vision as such. Okay, again, we can put in some conditions, like if my sales is greater than like some 200 or $100 something, give me that kind of color formatting. We can think of that condition, we can write in this conditional formatting. Okay, we will look at this at a later stage, but at a higher level, this is the drill down and drill up functionality where we have in this matrix visual, but we do not have that in the table visual as such. Okay, and then a couple of other things. What we can just highlight this, and we can see if there are any filters that are being applied in this as such, this visual. So that filters that will show are specific to this visual. Okay, and in this filters, we have three different types. We will go through that also. Okay, so but let's understand this. This is the difference between the table and the matrix vision, and we have the filters options applied in here. If I want to get this visual on a focus mode, in order to see only that visual, I can just click on that focus mode. You see this focus mode, where we are able to see the values, the data, and the visual at a bigger picture. Okay, then we have something under these three dots. Okay, where if we wish to export this data, we will be able to export the data. Or if we want to show, see this as a table. Okay, probably this is already in a table format, but if we say, if we would like to see this as a table, we can just click on this show as table. You see, below you are able to see the, above you are able to see the map visual. At the same time, you are able to see the data based on a table as such, okay, where it shows each and every state, the value of the sales that we have used. I think, yeah, we use the sales based on each region. So this is very useful when someone wants to see certain data in a table format, where they understand the table as well. So if we click on these three dots, you can see show as a table. This is the graph they are seeing, and they are able to see the data also below that. Okay, that is something related to these three dots where we can see the data as a table. Then we have something called remove. I mean to say, if we do not want to see this visual, then we click on these three dots and remove. That's it. Okay. And if you have like removed by mistake, you can undo also that. Okay. Again, if we click on these three dots, there is one more thing called spotlight. If I just select this, the other visuals will get graded out, and you will be able to see only that specific visual as such. Okay, that is something related to the spotlight. If I click again, then other visuals are also visible in here. Okay, so this is about the three dots, the drill up and drill down that we have. Okay, and also we have something uh, drill through also. Okay, which is something related to this particular drill up and drill down. So let me complete that also, okay, before we go into other visual. So if we look at this visual, okay, probably I am looking at the data related to my state, and let me remove this city from in here. Okay, and I just want to have certain data where I can see each record of this particular data actually altogether. Okay, then what will I do? This will be my primary page. We can say this as a primary page. Okay, then I can say the target page. So when I say the primary page, okay, I will be able to drill. When I'm using the drill down and drill up, we are using the same visual in here. But when I want to drill through, I can go from this page to my target page. Just for your understanding, I have renamed this sheet in here. Okay, like saying primary page and the target page. Okay, suppose I will create a matrix visual again, sorry, a table visual in here again, where I am having the detailed information. Okay, like I will add category, I will add the region. Okay, I will add the subcategory. Okay, then I will add the measures, couple of measures which I want to add, the target, the sales, the target, and even the last year sales. Okay, or average profit. Like this, I want to add these all things. So this what I'm able to see the data in detail in here. Okay. So here, when I want to go from this page to see this detailed data, then what will I do? I will be able to go to this page directly without me going to this page manually. Okay, how we will do? Let's see that. Okay, we have added the region in here, and the data is related to sales. Okay, in the target page, what we will do is we will just add the filters in here. See, it says add drill through fields in here. Okay, so in this, let me add the region field. Okay, when I add that field, automatically, if you see, there is a button that got added in here. Okay, what is the purpose of this button is, when you come to this page, if you want to go to the primary page again, you can just click on this page, and you see you have gone to the primary page again. Okay, so now what we can do, if we want to see this particular data point in here, again, if I highlight in here, the last message you can see, right click to drill through. You can see that image here. If I move that, it will just go away. But if you observe, there is a right click that is being mentioned in here. So I will right click in here, drill through, and I can see the target page in here. You see the target page. So what it does is, it will just filter to this particular data point, the California, the West region, and it will even show the other points that we have filtered in that. See, this is related to the California, the West region, the furniture, the bookcases, what is the sales target, what is the last year sales, everything is being given. And if you closely observe the below thing, the region is West. We have added only one filter, if you remember. Okay. We haven't added the other things. So we have added only one thing, that was region. But these things got added automatically, because if you go back in here, this is the point wherein that is the California data point. And for this percent, you see 0.5% increase in target. What would be my target is what that got added here automatically. You see, percent of 0.5, and the target, if we are increasing by 50% the sales, so it is even showing you the automatically, based on this sales, what is the target value, based on this sales, what is the target value. So it automatically filtered this value as such in the target page. So by this, what we understand is, we are able to see the value of the data point that we are selecting. The filters are being passed automatically, and even the values that slicers are selecting are also passed automatically. Okay, let me make 0.3 in here. Again, I will click this, go to drill through target page. Now you can see it just changed automatically. It was initially 0.5%. Now it moved to 0.3%. And you can just calculate in here quickly if you need, where this calculation automatically shows the sales value, target value. Because we have created the measures, they are getting calculated automatically, and you are not doing any manual intervention again. That is where creating measures is more important in your report as such. Okay, that will help you like understanding the measures. Okay, when we are passing the filters also, it will get recalculated automatically. That is one thing. And you can use any detailed information in the target page. Okay, but you have to understand one thing. Suppose when you want to use the drill through functionality, there should be one single field that you are using in the target page as such. Okay, I am having the region in here. That is where I used the region actually. Okay, but let me remove the region from in here now. Okay, and we have all the fields. Let me bring in the category to add into this fields. Okay, now I'll go back in here, and if I right click in here, I have that values, because I am using one of the region field in here, or the sales in here, because the sales is already in here also. You see, that is where I am getting this data point to get filtered, drill through. Oh, sorry. The target page, I haven't added the category is not being added in here. You see, category is not used in here. So if I select this visual, region and state is there. So in target page, instead of this category, let me add the state now. Okay. Okay. Now I'll go back in here. When I right click, the page, target page is visible now. You see, because I am using the field of state in that filtered option, where we are showing this filter option, and the slicer value or other visual, I mean to say other values in that visual will show up in here also. That's how it is. Any questions? Because this is again important, the drill through functionality, wherein you may have to answer like, what is the difference between drill through and drill up or drill down. Okay, drill through is something we are moving from one page to another page in order to view the detailed information of the data. Okay, also we can say like the odd button will be automatically assigned in the target page in order to come back to the primary page, and the values that are being passed, I mean to say the slicer values or the values within the visual, are automatically passed to the target page, so that those values will get filtered. This also you can inform them when there is a difference between the drill up and drill through functionality as such. Okay. Any questions in here? Because this is very important, the topic that we are discussing. You may expect one of the question as an interview question. Also, you may have to work going forward actually on these. So you might have to understand when to use the drill up and drill down, when to use this drill through functionality and all. Okay. Any questions? Let me give a pause. Okay. I hope like you guys have understood. Okay. Then comes the we were talking about the map visual. I will leave these two as is. Actually, I will just mention this as a map. Okay, because this map visuals are also very important actually. And we looked at this map visual where we plotted the state, okay, in the location, and we were using one of the measure actually, the target or sales from in the size. Okay, and we have used the legend also, region, the region in legend. Okay, so we can see the different values in here. Okay, so this is one of the map visual that we are able to see. Okay, now we'll add one more map visual. This is shape. The reason I want to show you two different things is want to show you the difference actually, first of all. So I'm using the same fields that are similar to the previous visual as such. Okay. State under location. And then we have the sales. Okay. We can add the sales again if we wish, or we can just add it to the location itself. Then probably the sales may not get pointed out in here. One second. So it usually shows the sales, you see, that got to a tooltips. When you are using the tooltips, you are able to see the value for that. I would like you guys to join again because this will get disconnected. Let me stop sharing, and I would suggest you to please join so that we can continue for some more time. Let me